Hi, it's been a minute since I've done a long video, and my tummy's growling, is what we're doing today. We are going to do a tutorial on how to service a 3186 movement together step by step. So, hope you enjoy this shit. Yay. This one's neat because it has a jumping hour feature. Right? Pretty cool, just like on the regular GMT Master 2. So kids, here we have my GMT Master 2 Pepsi. The angling's a little silly, but the jumping hour feature just allows me to do this. That's the jumping hour. Okay, and to get my other time zones, you just rotate this. Sorry, the watch is extremely dirty. You rotate this to get the other time zone, but right now it is 3 o'clock in the morning in Europe. I have it set for Europe because I will be going maybe to Europe this year. All right, gonna get our movement holder. I'll explain what each and every piece. Here we go. It's gonna be a little rough in this one because I am one man and not a recording team. I'll try to. Oh, tits. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, hold up. I don't like that. There we go. Try to remove. First off, we will start with the movement right now. As you can see, it is working right now. It has a very, very, very high beat rate. So, how would we do first? We need to get rid of that residual power. So we are going to start by pulling this tiny, itsy bitsy little lever out. So what that does, now that it's out, is allows you to remove sometimes. Here we go. The this thingy, doohickey. All right, sorry, the weighted rotor. This is what allows the watch to wind itself throughout. Yeah. Now we have this, and we need to get to this piece to be able to let down the mainspring. So how are we going to do that? We're going to remove this shit. It just has 2 screws, just 2. No big deal. And this is your automatic rotor, not your automatic rotor, so your automatic winding works. It's just held in by 2 screws. We will fully disassemble the auto winding works. Excuse me. We're in my Daytona today, as you have seen. So, yes. I'll try to breathe silently. I have sinus issues, so if you hear me breathing throughout this and you find it like an ick like I do, I am so sorry. We are going to push in. Here it is. And then rotate here to lift up. Now you can see a total dong. Thank you, Rolex. Yippee! I'm sorry. Anyways, now that the bridge is removed, we can wind it like it's a stripper Monday night or something, and then just let it go. That's what I said. Damn. Make sure it's out, and then let it, the residual, run out just like that. And now we flip a bitch. Start on the dial side. Here we go. So this is the side where you can jump the hour. Now, to remove this, I have a dial protector, and I'm going to use the jankiest method on fucking planet Earth. Because, bruh, come on, get into there, you son of a bitch. I'm going to use the jankiest removal because I don't have my removal tools in. So I'm just going to use 2 tweezers to remove screwdrivers to remove the hands. Now I don't do this on all of them, maybe. Just on the ones that I don't give a shit about. Now I give a shit about this, okay? I promise. Promise to you guys that I give a shit. That's just the hands. You set it off to the side. Oh, and this has your information on it. Rolex, Swiss, very nice. Very expensive too. Here we are. Now we can remove this date wheel very carefully because Swiss-made parts are not cheap. No, it goes out this way. That's right. All right. So I'm going to try to do this without cuts and a lot of breathing in the background because my sinuses are a complete nightmare. I'll try to make this educational and entertaining by taking my clothes off. What? No. There's just 4 screws held on. Just held in by 4 screws. And Jeffrey Epstein. So just remove those. I'm going to try to fill in the awkward silence. It'll be a little more awkward silence when it comes to the pallet fork, which I'll explain to you what this does. So this just holds down basically everything. 4 beautifully blued screws. Now, on a lot of Swiss movements, high-end Swiss movements, like Rolex, Tudor, I can't say really other than that. Etta is a huge importance in my life. Dude, I'm gonna take my pants off if these things keep jumping away from my frickin' tweezers. I mean it too. I'll throw it back on stream. Anyway, this just holds down all of this glorious. You can, okay, so before I do this, saw how I use the tip of this tweezer? Fucking screwdriver? Good Lord. You stick it in, Chris, just like we practice. We just stick it in and break it. I think Quagmire said that. Anyways, there's a little slot here for your screwdriver tip. And this is exactly why they have it. And then you just rotate it slightly. And you just pick up that. Check the bottom. See, there's just 1 spring. That's for the date jumper. If I show you how it works, let's do it this way. Yes, so when you want to switch your date, it is just held in by this. Simple little guy, right? And that is oil. So if you can't put that shit back. I don't know what I did. I thought it was oil. No, it's not. But there's oil in there. It was oil. Cut, not. This is going to be a rough cut, so there's going to be no cuts until my phone runs out of storage, right? Okay, now that we have this off, all these are off to the side. This is clearly missing the arm, and it's broken. I'll show you exactly why now. You just pick it up, and it broke. So this is a spare movement of mine, in other words. I'm going to take off this wheel. That is the jumper. This is the piece that allows that time to jump. We'll remove this guy. And then the spring of demons. The demon spring. Now, this is missing 1 crucial piece. Allowing, well, not in this case, it's not that crucial. But in a case of a 3135, right here, if you can see it, is this and this really expensive $200 jewel. This pushes against that little wheel right here that we had in. It has that little lip there. That arm presses against this, and that tensioner spring holds it. So it's a complete and utter nightmare to work on. This one broke off, so I don't have to worry about that, thank God. Back to this. We're going to remove the cannon pinion, which is pretty cool. That holds the hours, the intermediary wheels here. Can we pick it up? Can I pick it up? Can I pick it up, please? You can see the oil that they used on that and a fucking dog hair. Oh, no, wait. That's on my phone. I'm silly. I'm a nerd. Yeah, that's on the phone. I'm such a dumbass. Anyway, now that we have removed this, I've taken my pants off, by the way. I have removed those as well. We stay. Jeez. We are to remove the yoke spring. And now, bruh, I literally will take my clothes off if this keeps jumping. This itself is a spring. So we're just gonna, boop, steal it like they do with kids with candy, anyway. And then there's this spring is exposed and such. So now we can remove said spring. Yoke spring. Now we can remove these plates. It's loose in the holder again. Good Lord. Fart on me, please. You can remove these. Are held down by 2 little baby screws. Not little babies. Well, they're the smallest screws on this movement. Whee! I thought I would do while sick. So excuse the breathing and the sniffling. Not COVID, like I would give it to you through the screen. No, I'm playing. It is just all the time, every season, all day, every day, allergies. Everydale allergies. I'm gonna remove this, just helps you set the time and such. Remove these 2 little intermediate wheels. Hey, sorry, you can't see that. Remove it. Looks like I'm doing a naked stream. I'm losing my poo. You can just lift up this other intermediate wheel. Why do you suck, Drew? Because I'm retarded. Anyways. Anyway. So this is going to be a rough one take. There'll be a couple cuts if I say something crazy enough. That actually might be the smallest screw here. I take that back. There we go. Now that this plate is removed, this just holds down the humdinger thingamajigger. Hummaburger for some reason. Now we can just remove yeet. We can remove yeet, bruh. I lied about the cut one take. I just realized I pulled it off screen. Pause on that statement. Okay, we can remove it. Screw off low battery. I am going to get absolutely naked and lose it, honestly, on camera. If these parts don't stop trying to get away from me like kids from Diddy. Bruh. We got escapees, don't let them out. No further comment. Anyways, that is the keyless works. That allows you to set the time, change the time, jump the hour, start, stop, everything. Really cool. All right, now that we're on this side, we're gonna trademark flip a bitch. And there's the silly balance wheel that was kind of stuck there for a second. We're going to remove the balance wheel first because besides it being jigglier than any of your math teachers, it is a huge and important piece. Now, I'll explain Edacron versus free-sprung some other time. I'll probably do it on a live. This is a parts movement once again. So just like that 3135 we did on stream a bunch of times, bro. This too is a parts movement. So Edacron system, but it still has that beautiful blue hairspring like pocket watches do. I love sleep. I mean, I love watchmaking. Now we're going to remove the mate. By the way, this piece is made out of brass. Let's see if I can zoom in. Never mind. That's better. This is your indicator on what movement it is, and this is indicated wrongly, so I'm going to jump in front of a bus. Yay! Anyways, we're going to remove the ratchet wheel. And ratchet, you know, the ratchet straps, how they kind of make that funky sound, that's what this does. You don't strap it to your car or strap it on another person. What? I don't really know what to say after that. That was pretty messed up. So we're gonna remove the pallet fork now. This is BMC's favorite part. For some reason, the pallet fork. For some reason it sounds like a guitar thing, or a band, or a strip club. Ew, he touched my pallet fork, or something like that. I'm gonna try to do this in little clips so it doesn't destroy my storage, because I store a lot of pictures on here. So yeah, that's your pallet fork that goes back and forth, allowing the border people, I don't know, ice, what? No, it allows the time to actually function. Now, since that's done, we are going to remove the intermediate crown wheel. I don't know what it's really called. This is one of the more simple movements, actually, because there is not chronograph pieces. It looks complicated. It really isn't that complicated, honestly. It's a lot of repetition. A lot of it. And honestly, my goal for these videos and the live streams, which seem to be doing pretty good currently at this moment at almost 6 p.m. on January 31st, 2026. I am sitting at 1,109 subscribers. And 6 years ago, obviously there ain't shit in 6 years ago, so I was not sitting at this happy point in my life. I'm doing good. I'm really happy. I love watching the subscribers go up. I love watching everybody kind of, you know, join the live streams. I love it when my mom interrupts the streams to make me turn lights off because I'm fucking lazy. And yeah, all of the things said in this video are going to stay in this video. Yes, I had something else I wanted to say, and then I kind of decided not to. Alright, so now what we're doing is we're removing the train of wheels bridge. The train of wheels is basically, I can explain this to you, your escape wheel will line up with your seconds. So this is your central seconds wheel. This is your minute wheel, because it's a little slower, and then your hour wheel is connected to your mainspring barrel. More on that in a minute. We're going to remove the whole fucking bridge, apparently. There's the mainspring bridge. Train wheel bridge. Here's your minute wheel, your hour wheel, your second wheel, and then your escape wheel. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then next, it's kind of up to you. I do like to remove this part first as I scar up the movement, because it has a couple extra little bits and bobs I'll explain. So this is where the crown wheel housing is. Like I said, this is the indicator of what movement it is. I'll get that out of here. Kick it out like ice does. What? No further comments on that either. So this might be a little cut here. I'm trying to save data on my phone, so I'll get to this part because it's actually decent. Okay, in terms of data saving. Anyways, we are here with this is a balanced start-stop. What it does is it allows the seconds to obviously start and stop, but this is also the housing for your crown wheel. So the crown wheel is attached to the crown and stem, which I'll show you later. This just has, just like the intermediary crown wheel, the actual crown wheel has the exact same setup. Sorry, I'm doing this off camera. Ooh, it's giving me a lap dance. No, it's not. I'm just saying that because it's funny. Usually works on stream, but, you know, 'tis what it is. All right, that's a part. And then there's your 3285. Even though the proper number is the 3186, which is, this is the older style make of movements. What the hell am I saying? It's the older look. So the newer looks don't look like this. You know what I mean by the older look? He's a look, Chris. He's old, just like me. Anyways, this is a 3135 here. And the older look, right? 3135, 3186. The 31 series is the very, very nice and old OG series, not the new movements. This house is a Rolex 4131, so it's one of the newer movements. So the, oh tits. Okay, here it is. So this is a older version of it. So the 31s are that, and then there's the 3286 or 85. That's the newer version, and then there's the 3235, which is the newer version of the 3135, which you find in common ones like the Date Justin subs. I get naked sometimes just for fun. All right, cool. Making sure you guys can still kind of see it. So, yeah. Give it a second. So we got to remove the mainspring barrel bridge. And I think I'll do this all in one part. And I think it's because a couple channels do this, right? And they don't talk you through it, and they don't make it like a human experience where I'm like chatting with you. Here's your mainspring barrel. Your mainspring is in that big mofo. Now we can remove this. It's just held in by 2 screws, and I use this to feel something sometimes. What? Who said that? No. 2 little baby screws. Hey, Bryce, if you end up not watching this, wash your hands, man. Just wash your hands. That's all I have to say. PSA over, kids. All right, and just like that, we have fully disassembled a full 3186. Now to show you. Okay, so what I meant to do was now I'm shaking like a heroin addict. What the hell? First try. Yay, I did it. I did it, Jenny. I kind of threw a little bit of Arnold Schwarzenegger in there. Anyways, that thingy goes in there. And then I raise you up so I can stand on mountains. It's really cool. Dude, I swear to Butterfingers, God. Miswa Captain Butterfingers. If that's racist, hit me up in the comments. Any like-minded fellers with me? Tits. All right, here we go. I didn't think I'd need to cut this so much. Sometimes I do forget. I want to tighten that down. And what this does, this just allows the mainspring barrel to just kind of have a little friend there. So it's just like, it just interacts with the mainspring barrel, allows it to wind smoother. So what I like to do now is I can kind of place the balance start-stop, or the hack, as many people call it, the hacking movement, which means it hacks the seconds. It just kind of rests on this little post here. Tits. Yes, precisely. And then this. Can we just like interact? Thank you. Goes all the way back there. Which tits. There we go. So now we can say yeet. And hello back to this part again. Look at that. Very well machined, beautiful barrelage. This we need to reassemble, and you see all that black stuff, not the people, the things. The the oil around that, that's just lubricant. There's many different types of watch oils, but today someone commented something just now. That is just to keep things well and lubed up. P. Diddy 2026 apparently. And this spins. Okay. Make sure, because I messed it up a couple times. Back to this. Now we can see how there's like a little banana-sized shaped groove. Don't clip that. It kind of, dude. I swear to fart. Here we go. Get that piece on. There it is. Beautiful. Seated just right. And I'm throwing shit already. Just held down with 2 screws. 2 average size screws. Very misbehaving screws. By the way, these screwdrivers are made out of brass. I got them for my 22nd birthday, which was just recent. I don't really do anything for my birthday, but hey, I got some cool screwdrivers, right? That's always a plus. Now, after this, I'll give you like the rundown on my tools and such. So I'm gonna use the red one this time and how they all work. My favorite part is to see when they run. Make them run, Chris. Anyway, we are now going to put the training wheels on. I'll show you how this works. So the start stop, there will be a post. Stick it in the hole. Please blur this. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There's a post that goes in here. And this, once this reaches maximum potential, will stop the balance wheel. It'll interfere with it. So we got to make sure it was set right. There we go. Okay. Something about a banana for some reason. Now we put the hour wheel. This is my favorite part. Sorry, I got cokehead fingers today. Bruh. I got them cocaina hands. Sorry, I'm getting really anxious right now. I need to calm down. Sorry. Gonna admit on camera, sometimes I get really shaky. And, does not create a good look for me. Okay, we can put the hour wheel. And the escape wheel goes on for... Escape wheel goes flying first. And these set in little things called jewels. That's what these purple things are, where I kind of set everything. And then this will go into its jewel and rest nice and neatly in there. Then we can put your central seconds wheel, or the second wheel, as us nobodies call it, which interacts with the escape wheel. Make sure you're all the way down. You're touching it inappropriately in a school parking lot. What? Oh, I'm playing. And then the minute wheel goes above. Just triple double checking. Make sure that's all lined up nice and neatly. Cool, and that's your training wheels. So escape wheel, second wheel, third wheel, and then fourth wheel as they call it. And then here's the bridge. So there's those 4 more of those jewels. And now this will need to kind of come off camera for me to be able to actually... This takes a little bit of finessing. It's usually this wheel. No. Try to keep this on camera. There are hell yeah. Alright. So it works. That's how you test it. There's little jewels they sit on. Sometimes they sit on my face. What? No. Sorry, I'm really shaky today. I'm just gonna admit it. I kind of get this way sometimes. Okay, so that's one screw down. We have 2 more to go. It's better to, oh shit, 10% battery. It's better to test it. So I'm going to take a break here for a second, let this thing charge, and we will be right back. Okay guys, now we're back. For some reason my earbuds were being stupid, and now we can continue with our reassembly. So we're just tightening down the train wheel bridge. I have successfully raising you the fuck up, apparently. Oh lord. Sorry, this video is gonna kind of keep adjusting throughout it, because I want you guys to have the raw experience of this reassembly. Now, what's pretty cool about this setup and these jewels, like I was explaining, cocaine for some reason, second, is that they have their own little pit here. I'm gonna zoom in just a tad bit. So they have their own little spot. Now we can place the mainspring, which is the mainspring barrel, holds the mainspring, which is like a big fucking spring that yeah, that just fits in there and interacts, and it allows it to store stuff and things. Store porn on its 21 megahertz cocaine bastard or something. I have no idea what I just said. No, it gives it energy and shit. Gives power to the watch. I'll show you how it works in a second. Just gotta tighten this bridge on the fucking camera, that is. And then this requires Yes, what tiles 2 screws. Sound like a fucking autistic Bugs Bunny. Anyway, requires 2 screws. Stop coughing in the background or else shit might shut the fuck up. Can you not die while I'm on camera? Thank you. She's fucking dying in the background. Excuse my grandma, this may be the last audio. Jesus, criminy. Anyway. Pee-pee, Chris. That's what I fucking thought. Anyway. Sorry about that. Grandma actively dying in the background. Not like die. Fuck, I have to clarify. She's coughing like a motherfucker. She's fine though. I hope. Maybe the last audio evidence. The last audio evidence we ever get of my grandma. No, I'm kidding. Alright, we're gonna tie down the ratchet wheel. Bitch, stop being so ratchet. Or whatever that means. Okay. And then as I see, that mainspring gives power to the movement. What I forgot to do was place the intermediary crown wheel on here. It requires these screws. And as you can kind of see, there is another one that they kind of have kids with or some shit. Okay, now that we have someone just absolutely fucking died on the street right in front of me. In front of the house. we can actually set the pallet fork in place. Let's tighten this intermediary crown wheel down. So this works when you wind it. These two will interact and kind of just, hopefully, yeah, that's kind of how that works. Pretty cool, right? Anyways, let's place the worst part of this watch, the fucking pallet fork. Okay, let's get this in a good light. Get this off cam. Oh no, it's touching me, Chris. Help. While I'm struggling with this, if you guys want to sell some methamphetamine, do it. Because this may take a while. Come on, pallet fork, make me look good for YouTube. To the pallet fork, I came all this way just to fail. All this way just to fail. I need therapy after putting this bitch in. Alright, there we go. Now we have it on. Oh shit. You guys are up a tad high. There you go. That was the chair moaning for sex or something. Alright, now we can place the pallet fork bridge. This thing's just a little son of a bitch sometimes. So, little bit of a bitch. I mean, it can be. There you go. That's set right. And this requires 2 little screws, which is nice. Like 'em young, Chris. What are you talking about, you bastard? So you'll see what this pallet fork does when it comes to the regulation of time on this. So it is a little bit later in the day, me recreating this video. It is like 9:30ish. It's not even fucking 9. What am I talking about? It's pretty late, so I thought I'd record this before I go live again for you guys. I'm trying to get monetization, so hopefully this video gets me there. Okay, we can test the pallet fork. You're kind of spoiling it already. Then we can place the balance wheel. This is like the heart of the watch. Rather, this isn't the heart of the watch. This is the brain. Technically the brain of the watch. Get on there, you bastard. Get on there. Take your pants off. Okay, hold up. I don't really like how fucking fat my fingers are. Alright, it's on there. This is just held down by 2 screws. Screw me, bitch. These parts are so well machined, it makes me want to get naked at church. What? But you can test the fitment of it. See how that pallet fork works? Pretty sick. I'll show you what it does when it's fully working. How you test it. So now that we have this side technically completed, we can actually start working on the front side. But before that, we have to flip a bit. Good enough. All right, cool. Here we go. You're going to assemble the keyless works. Now, it's called the keyless works because back in the day, pocket watches required a key to wind. Nowadays, you don't fucking need that. Boom, keyless works. Now do stuff. Now get a life. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Pretty interesting. Some interesting shit. And, we're getting there. We're almost to get to see it run. What the fuck was that sentence? Almost ready to get it to go. What? Fuck it. Never mind. Gonna see it run here in a minute. Make him run, Epstein. What? Oh, yes. There's another way of doing this. I like to put the crown and stem in before all this mumbo-jumbo bullshit. Which makes this technically a teeny bit harder to place because we also have to worry about this entering the chat. So, make sure it's all the way out. Not my dick, the watch, what? Anyway. Stick it in me, Chris. Okay, cool. Okay, it works. Look at that. Make sure you are all the way there. Okay. Now we can place the bridge for this. This just holds it down. Like some dads when they do domestic violence, sexual assault. Anyway, I can't stop now. We're 2 minutes in and I can't undo what I just did. Ignore that comment. Okay. See, now it's there. Anyway. Retarded. Anyways, Ricola. Anybody remember that? Nope, just me. Son of a bitch. Okay, 1 second. How in the put a ring on it did I do that? Okay. Intermediate wheel goes here. Okie dokie. You go here. Everything. That's Sawyer in the background, guys. You know and love Sawyer, right? Put the cannon pinion on. Tits. And we place that. Okay. Cool. Now we can place the bridge for the bitch. Or for the thing. Where is it? There you go. They have their own little posts, which is nice. Yay. I don't know. No, get back here, Chris. I want to take your pants off. What is my life? Alright, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So I just got to screw this down and then put the yoke spring on. The yoke spring is a bitch. Basically, the entire naming structure for this video is bitch this and bitch that. That might be the title. Bitch this, bitch that, and 3135. 3135, bitch this. Anyway. Alright, here's the yoke spring. The PP on my... What? Why did I say that? You know what? Hey, there we don't go. That's good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. This screw is the same size. Excuse me, not small, it's average. So now, what we can do is pull out the crown, do the jumping hour, or change the time. But the best part is you flip a bitch again, and you can. Stop winding this bitch, Chris. So you wind it, and then at some point, it'll kick up. Give it 1 minute here. It takes a little while to get some of that wind in there. There it goes. And this is an unending mainspring, so you don't have to worry about it gunking up or stopping on you. But it's got a very, very, very high beat rate, as you can see. If you look at the system there, you should be able to see the where is it? The escape wheel, the second wheel, the minutes wheel, ever so slowly, and the hour wheel. And this is your balance wheel, right here. So this is the brain of the watch. Oops. So if I moved this system, it would adjust the entire way it adjusts the time. And the heart of the watch is the mainspring. This is your seconds. So this is what your center seconds rests on. It goes very, very smoothly. So that's how that goes. And then, like I said, the winding is very human. And then to stop it, that's where that balance stop lever comes in I talked about in the first thing. And then it'll reset. Very, very nice. Now let's get working on that. Just listen to it. Ignore the coughing. The coughing isn't part of this. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated. YouTube, I posted my first view. What? No, I didn't. Oh, it's a YouTube notification. Anyway, so here we go. We have this, and then the Spring of Death. It's not called the Spring of Death. I just want to kill myself every time I get this. I have to put one of these in. And look, you can even see the escape wheel going. So that's in there. And then we want to get you there. Cool. And we can put the date wheel jumper in place. Okay. And this one's slightly easier than the 3135. Wow, that actually just landed right on spot where I needed it. Because there it is. It doesn't need that stupid fucking date, quick set date deal. Is that even on camera? No, it's fucking not. You're gonna get it in just like that. Please clip that. I mean, don't clip that. Just stick it in, Chris. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Just take your pants off, Chris. Bruh. Fart on me. I dropped it, sorry. Get in there. Get. Okay, for real, we're gonna try it this time. Going off camera, going dark, mofos. Going dark, motherfuckers. Now you want to stand in and listen, you bitch? God damn it, never mind. This part might be camera shy. There it goes. First try, right? First try, everybody? Yeah, first try. Thank you. I'm here all week, unfortunately. I'm alive all week, I mean. Alright. Cool. Now that this is all placed, we can place the fucking thing on it. Which means we can zoom the hell out. Nice. Cool. Now we can screw it down. Just by 4 screws. Just like how we disassembled it. Okay. And then this one here. We're getting so close to the end. We just rotate it for fun. At least I do. Beautiful blue screws as well. Not gonna lie. Hell yeah! I'm about to get naked. We're getting so close. Should I just start like moaning sexually to confuse your parents? Don't answer that. Always gonna use a red one for the blue screws. Now we can place the date wheel. There it is. And then we can do this. And then we can wind it, jump the hour. We did that, and then change the actual time. So, there you go. And then it's just in reverse. Look at that shit. And then just listen to it. Assuming you could hear that. Look at that blue hairspring go. Beautiful blue hairspring. Very well machined. Very fucking good. Alright, now to put the auto winding works back on, you're going to line up this gold one with that jewel. And then it's going to look very pretty. Get on there, you have angioedema or something. I have no idea what angioedema is, by the way. Okay, so that's on. Then we just need to put down 2 screws. Chris, I'm gonna get fun-filled all over you. And then right here, it just says Montres Rolex somewhere. Adjusted to 5 positions, time, temp pressure, Geneva, Swiss. So it used to say Montres Rolex back in the day. I think. So now that that's on, we can place the automatic winding rotor. And then just have it click right in, just like this. And then just like we started, push that in, and then throughout the day, it should rotate like so. But just like that, we are done. And then it winds very well. After this, it winds very prettily as well. And this is to jump the hour, and that is to stop it, to change the time. So it stops to change time, not to jump the hour though. The hour is constant. It's one of my favorite movements to work on. So I'll show you the jumping hour right now here. We're going to pretend that it's exactly midnight on this bitch. Because it's broken, but I'm just going to place that down. We're going to actually change the time to there, and then we can just jump it very solidly. I think I actually did it proper. There it is. What? I'm sorry. Anyways, kids, I'm an old fart and hamburger sausage pee-pee. As you can see, we are finished. I hope you enjoyed it. I may do bigger videos like this. This took an all day to completion, hence the new background. Just darker outside. And yeah, I'll see you on the next live.